Hey everybody, welcome back to Board and Savior. I am Ben, and I am joined today by my good friends Josh and Hussain. Say hello, fellas.
Hello.
I'm a fella.
I just wanted to butt in here real quick and say that Fog of Love is a relationship simulator, so it deals with adult themes at times. Things like sex or pornography are things that are discussed here. Not like grossly or explicitly, but they come up, and we handle them as maturely as we are capable. But if that's something that you're not really interested in, maybe give this video a pass. If it's not something that you mind, then enjoy the rest. We are going to be playing a game of Fog of Love, but not any game of Fog of Love that you've ever seen before. No. We are going to be playing Fog of Love with a couples counselor and seeing how that changes things. I'm betting significantly because our couples counselor is known for chaos. So the first thing that we need to do in Fog of Love, we've already chosen our occupations and our secret features, our secret traits rather. Now what we need to do is choose the features that first endeared us to our little romantic partner here. So Hussain and I are both going to draw 5 of these features, and then we are going to go back and forth choosing between these features what of these things we first noticed about the other person. So like little quirks that we liked when we first spotted them across a crowded bar or however we initially met. So I will start. So Hussain, we're each going to pick 3 of these features, and we'll go back and forth one at a time, and I'll give you feature first. So Hussain, the very first thing that I noticed about you, the reason that I was so attracted right away, you're hairy. And I like that.
I really am. Yeah, I really am.
It's accurate.
Well, I mean, the first thing I noticed about you, Ben.
Oh, wait. Actually, before you do this.
Go ahead.
I am not Ben and you are not Hussain. Because Fog of Love
so
is
we
like...
make up names now.
Yeah, Fog of Love is like, hey, just so you know, this is not real. This is all in good fun. Don't actually get upset with your loved ones in real life because of the game. So it makes sure that that you know that you're role playing here. So we have to come up with names for ourselves, Hussain. I'm just gonna throw one out right away. I'm feeling like a Bartholomew.
And I'm Sebastian.
Okay, all right, Sebastian. So Sebastian, first thing I noticed about you is that you're hairy. What did you first notice about me?
Bart, I mean, the very first thing I noticed about you, and it shouldn't have been a turn on, but it was.
Yeah. Was
that you were poorly dressed.
Oh, that is classic Bart. Classic Bart. Yeah. I was wearing 3 socks on one foot and none on the other.
It just got me going. I don't know what to say.
I get it. The other thing for you, Sebastian, right after I saw how hairy you were, I got a whiff of you, and I gotta say, you have a very seductive scent.
I try. I do wear Chanel, so...
Okay. All right.
That's understandable. And to add to the way you were dressed,
yeah, I
have to say that I absolutely loved your glasses.
Oh.
Like, they gave me that geeky vibe, but the geeky vibe when it became cool. You know what I'm saying?
It was very...
Like you built your own PC, kind of cool.
There's the little white tape down the bridge of the glasses, maybe. Yeah,
exactly, because you broke them, and instead of just buying new glasses like someone should, you were like, this would be cool if I taped them together.
It also goes along with my poorly dressed. It's everything about me is not well maintained. And finally, I'm into a little bit of a little bit of a dummy, personally. That's kind of what I'm all about. And Sebastian, you were an awfully slow speaker. So I was like, well, I like that.
Look,
that works for me.
So cute.
Look, Bart. I mean, and this may be one of the issues I've had with our relationship. But just because I'm a slow speaker doesn't mean I'm not intelligent. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I feel like you gotta respect. You gotta respect sometimes. Like, I had this impediment, and I've told you before, it's not a sign of my intelligence. It's just, sometimes it's hard to get the words out.
Well,
whatever,
regardless,
it's fine.
I'll view it as a sign of your
I said that like 3 times already. And I suppose the last thing I really noticed about you was that you had a booming voice.
I had a booming voice. Interesting.
A booming voice. So it's like,
Hello,
despite the fact that
Sebastian. Nice to meet
exactly.
you.
Despite the fact that you're so poorly
You
dressed,
sound like Santa Claus.
the confidence. I basically wanted to Santa Claus. That's right.
Wow. Well,
I know y'all can't see me, but Sebastian saying that I basically wanted a Santa Claus, that almost was it for me. I was drinking water when he said that, and that almost did it. There's water everywhere now. That almost took me out. It almost took out this whole my recording. I caught my laptop from falling over. I knocked the charger out the socket. Yeah. Ooh. I was not prepared to hear those words in that order.
And now, Hussain, we can also reveal to each other our occupations. We'll keep our traits a secret, but our occupations do not need to be. So, Sebastian,
sure.
I think it's about time that I told you. I am a politician. I'm on the city council.
I knew there was something about you because I'm a journalist.
Oh my gosh, a match made in heaven.
Hand in hand, right?
That's how y'all met.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, this just makes sense.
This is the beginning of a beautiful relationship. Disco star under a full moon, children, marriage, shared dreams, travels, romantic dinners, spooning in bed, the first kiss, the first date. It all began with a special moment. How was yours? So we are both going to choose privately whether we were dancing all night alone, but I noticed you noticing me. In the end, I asked you to walk me home. The full moon made me a bit crazy. I still am. Or you were dancing all night alone. I couldn't help but notice you, and then you asked me to walk you home. The full moon made me a bit crazy. I still am. Or C, I can't remember. I was drunk. If one of us chooses A and the other one chooses B, we will start the game with 8 on the satisfaction. Any other option, and we will start with 6 on the satisfaction. So let us privately, and this is going to be based on how we feel about our 2 characters, what we think they would do in this kind of setup, and we will choose A, B, or C. All right, so we put the thing here, and then we'll do a little flip. Oh my goodness! The relationship begins with a bang. You were dancing all night alone, and we just agreed on it. So, take one of your little tokens and stick it on the 8 on your card. We are starting out madly in love. Hey, so if you don't know how Fog of Love works, I'm just gonna pop right in here and tell you a little bit, and if you do know how Fog of Love works, just skip on to the next little time code and then you don't have to watch this part. But if you don't know, this is just a very brief overview of kind of how it works. Fog of Love is a romantic comedy simulator. You live through a portion of a relationship with a couple, and you play through it with a pal. And so the main thrust of the game is that Hussain and I are going to go back and forth playing scenes, which are cards from our hand. These scenes are everything from sweet, nice little moments to serious, real stuff that relationships go through. And these scenes have choices on them. So maybe a sweet kind of nothing scene would be like, what do you want for dinner? And one option is Chinese, and another is pizza, and another is sub sandwiches. And we will secretly make a choice and then simultaneously reveal that that choice. If we are in lockstep, often you are going to get more satisfaction. There's a little heart tracker, and that shows how in love you are with the other person. And then regardless, oftentimes the choices will also have an impact on your personality. So choosing pizza over subs isn't really going to affect your personality, but maybe saying that like you stand up for your partner in an argument with their parents or something, that might inform your personality somewhat. And this is the personality dimensions track right here. And this shows all sorts of different elements of your personality, like your gentleness or how willing you are to lie about things. And so as you make more choices, you will inform kind of who your character is. And at the start of the game, Hussain and I both picked out some personality goals, some traits that we're striving for, or some features that we're striving for. For instance, one of mine is manipulative. And so that means that I will do things, I'll make choices to be a little bit more manipulative, because if at the end of the game you have fulfilled the objective, then you get points and it's good for you, essentially. So that is a general look at how the game is going to work for the Hussain and I playing portion. I'll come back in a little bit and tell you more about how the couples counselor aspect is going to factor in.
Perhaps we have the same favorite.
Oh.
People call those imperfections, but no, that's the good stuff. Or B, love means never having to say you're sorry.
Oh.
C, you'll never age for me, nor fade, nor die.
Wow.
Or D, if you are not too long, I will wait for you all of my life.
Well, sorry,
Or rather,
Sebastian,
all my
but I'm
life.
definitely too long, if you know what I mean. hey.
Oh, I know. More than anybody, I know.
Okay, so we're both going to choose the most romantic quote. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. Oh, okay. Well, we didn't match. You like the imperfections, and I'm saying love means never having to say you're sorry. Hey, man, your clothes make me look great. And your clothes look better on me than they do on you, actually, I will say. So, yeah, your clothes make me look amazing. How do you react to this? I do not make a choice here. Only you do.
Oh, Bartholomew.
So...
You know that's not for you. It's not for you.
Oh, okay. Thanks a lot, jerk.
I mean, that's not what I fell in love with you.
Yeah,
for,
I guess.
You know?
I guess so.
To put on my clothes.
So you are going to put one of your tokens on the bottom side of sincerity. You are going to lose one heart, and I am going to lose 2 hearts. Well, now comes the time for Josh to come back.
I was going to ask, is that the name you're going by? Or
Yeah,
does doctor get to create a name?
What's your
Dr.
counselor
D's
name?
nuts.
All right, come on. Be serious.
Sorry. Doctor. Full name.
Doctor full name?
No, Doctor. First, last name. Doctor.
Your name is Doctor.
Yeah, Doctor.
So I thought it would be fun to add in another element to Fog of Love. We've seen people play through Fog of Love before, but I don't think anyone's ever seen people play through Fog of Love with a couples counselor. And so I created a set of rules for Josh, for Doctor, our couples counselor, and I'll just tell you basically what they are. So after every 2 scenes that Hussain and I play, Hussain will play one, I'll play one, then Josh will come in as our couples counselor, and he has a choice to make. He can either have a private session with me, have a private session with Hussain, or hold a couples session with the both of us. And in these sessions, he is basically trying to further his own goals. I made it so that the couples counselor has a victory condition as well. At the start of the game, before Hussain and I did anything, Josh selected a destiny for each of us. And you will see throughout the course of the game that we are eventually going to whittle down a big list of destinies into a single thing that we are striving for. That might be, my destiny is to break up with the other person. My destiny is to stay in the relationship but be the dominant partner in the relationship. There's a whole bunch of different possible destinies, and Josh picked one that he wanted me to end up as, and he picked one that he wanted Hussain to end up as. And so his goal is to get us to that point. He has kind of a tertiary goal as well, and that is to he picked out a group of traits, a group of features, and he wants Hussain and myself to, in addition to getting us to that final destiny as our couples counselor, he wants to mold our personalities to be whatever traits he selected, or whatever features, I can't remember, there's different terms, whatever features he selected at the start of the game. So for example, if one of the traits was bloodthirsty. That's not one in the deck, I don't think. But if one was bloodthirsty, in our sessions, he might be like, "Hey, next time you're cooking, just give Hussain a little prod with the knife." I don't know. He can guide us as our counselor to these various things. And so after a beginning part of the session where he asks questions and learns about where we are at in the relationship, he then has an actionable sort of thing that he can do to the game. So in private sessions, 3 times he can switch out our one of our scenes for a scene of his choice. He'll draw a hand of scenes and he'll say, "Ooh, this one might get me where I want you to go." And so he'll take one of the scenes that we currently have, give us a new type. He can do that one 3 times. Also in the private sessions, he can give us an assignment, say exactly what he wants us to do, and we have to follow through with that at least once. So that might be, next time you have to be super mean to your partner. And we have to do that because it's our therapist. I mean, I'm sure he has our best interest at heart, right? And then the final thing that he can do in the single sessions and the private sessions is he can swap out one of our, I don't remember what the term is, features or traits, whatever that is, one of the kind of core defining personality traits of us. He can look at a list of personality traits. He can draw a couple cards and then give us a personality trait that may align a little bit more with something that he wants us to do. Doctor.
So funny, dude.
It's so stupid. What do you want to know about? I've been seeing this guy, Sebastian. What do you want to know about me as an individual or about our relationship?
What do you think?
Could you...
Is he the one?
Listen, I'm not sure yet. Like, it really feels early to be deciding something like that. And I gotta say, we just had this like moment recently that it just kind of like put me off a little bit. I approached him and I said that like I feel like I look really good in his clothes, in his outfits. Like when I put on his button down, I think I look better than I think even he does in that outfit. And do you want to know what he said to me?
Wait, you told him that you look better in his outfit than he does?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? You got a problem with that? Doctor?
What did he say to you?
He told me, he said, "You think so? To me it looks like you're pretending to be something you aren't. Stylish." Okay. Are you hearing this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah. I think maybe don't say things like that.
He said it.
No, that's not what I was talking about.
What are you talking about, Doctor?
I was talking. Okay, yeah, makes sense to me. I think you were right to say what you said.
Okay.
And I think you should assert yourself more, and hold on to your. Don't let him change your opinions. Be who you is. Be who you are. And if you have an opinion and he disagrees, well then tell him to go sniff his own booty cheeks in the room.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thanks, Doc. That's
I don't
very
know,
helpful.
Yeah.
So I should kind of push back a little bit when he says something like that.
Yeah, if he disagrees with you on anything, just make sure he knows he's dumb.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks so much. That's really helpful.
And on anything.
On anything. Got
Anything.
it.
If there's any opinion that's not yours, there's only your opinion in this relationship. And any
Okay.
other ones, if he agrees with you, then he's smart and right. And if he disagrees, well, that's just on him then.
Got it. Okay. Thank you so much, Doc. Doctor.
Yeah.
Thanks so much,
That's
Doc.
awesome.
Doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, how would you like to end this particular session? Would you like you got 5 choices and 3 of them are the same. So you have 3 choices. You can either take 3 of these cards and give me one that swaps out with one of my current cards, or you can swap out one of my personality traits, or you can give me an assignment. And remember, these are the only things that you can do for the entire game. If you swap out one of my traits right now, you'll never be able to do that again. If you give me an assignment right now, you'll never be able to do that again. You can do the card thing 3 times, swapping out the scene cards for me. You can,
dude! If I know how to play this game, what I'm about to do is so smart. If I don't, then it's gonna be real dumb. But
all right.
I think I do. So
okay, that's fine. That works.
You drew some poopy cards.
I'm real sorry.
No, you're not.
Okay. And with
be.
that, that's gonna end our session. So thanks so much, Doctor.
Yeah.
And you can go away, and Hussain will come back. And in 2 scenes, we will bring you back in. All right, Hussain, it is your scene to play. I had a great session with my therapist.
Okay, we'll do this one.
All right.
Who will do the cleaning? It's so messy in here. We must do something about it.
Okay.
Do you choose A? It's the best thing to do it. I'm not so great at cleaning. B, I'll do it. I'm good at it. C, we'll share. Anything else is unfair. Or D, we'll not clean at all.
Okay. Well, I guess that kind of works for me. If you're willing to do it, I was planning to just kind of not clean anything at all. And that was really gonna work pretty well for me. But if you're willing to, I think that's fine for me. So, because you chose B, I get +1 satisfaction. And then, because we didn't match, we both lose 1 satisfaction. So I get a net of 0, and you get a net of -1. I'm sorry, Sebastian. You liked that I was poorly dressed, and I dress the same way that I clean my apartment. Not well.
Well, you see, that's why we complement each other, because, I do the cleaning. I'm neater,
Yeah.
I'm not as slimy as a politician would be. I mean, not insulting you, but I mean.
Okay, well, but that
just saying.
felt insulting.
But I didn't mean it that way, If it sounded insulting, maybe you're just projecting a little, but.
Okay, Sebastian. Well, why don't I play a sweet scene and get us back on track and loving each other again? So tell me, what's your most treasured memory? Okay.
I'll tell you something about my first love, and
Okay.
Look, I mean, sometimes it's a bit awkward, especially in the early or middle phase of a relationship to talk about someone else that I've had strong feelings for. But,
Yeah.
I mean, because it's the yellow arrow and it's going up, and
No,
I want that.
Just role play.
I will tell you.
Don't explain it in game mechanics terms.
Yeah, so my first love was a woman. Her name was Ariel.
Okay, like the mermaid.
She claimed to be. Well, this gets into the tragedy of it, but she was very much into Disney. She loved the movie The Little Mermaid.
The Smallest Mermaid, yeah.
And she dyed her hair red, and all that kind
when
of
you
stuff.
said she died,
I just found that,
I thought you were going to say she just died, but she just dyed her hair red. That's totally fine.
No, yeah, she dyed her hair red, so she really embraced the role of Ariel, and I found her to be very attractive, especially because she was also poorly dressed. I don't know why that gets me going, but she was. And
2 seashells as a bra is just it's sloppy.
2 seashells. Have you heard of the 3 seashells?
I am unfamiliar.
You're not familiar? Well, apparently in the future, it is a method in which it replaces toilet paper in terms
From
of
the hit documentary Demolition Man.
Anyway, so I had learned later in our relationship that she was only really into me because my name was Sebastian, and she thought it would be kind of kinky if Ariel got it done with, Sebastian. And it really broke my heart to have discovered this, and I had to end the relationship because I felt like that wasn't a healthy foundation to continue off of. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's my first love.
That's a beautiful story, and I'm sorry it's so tragic, Sebastian. I don't love you for your connection to a fictional lobster or crab. I don't know what he was supposed to be. I think crab.
I can't convey to you how much I appreciate that.
Okay, well, replenish your hand back up to 5 from the sweet deck, and we will get our doctor back in here.
Let me get Big Daddy Hussain.
That's Sebastian.
Hello, Sebastian. Let me just take a quick little peek here.
Sure.
Take a quick quick little glance at your innards.
My mind is open to you. Whatever you need, I'll tell you. I mean, I do get sad.
What do I want from you? I don't know if I can tell you what me and your boo talked about last time, but he mentioned a disagreement. What has occurred since then?
Well, what has occurred is actually we had a really deep moment where I shared with him the story about my first love, and I never told anyone before, and he made me feel comfortable enough to finally express that, and I'm glad I was able to make that connection.
Yeah, share me your love.
I was just happy that someone thought I was worthy enough to be to deserve love. So I went all in on it and fell head over heels. But then over time, I kind of learned that the only reason she dated me was because my name was Sebastian, and she thought it was kind of kinky that someone named Ariel would date someone named Sebastian. And I felt kind of betrayed and felt that wasn't a good foundation for our relationship. So I had to break it off.
Oh, okay. My advice to you is to get over it.
Like my first relationship?
Everything. Have no feelings. Don't care about anything, please. Feelings feelings only get you hurt. So
yeah, you're right. Feel. I mean, I gotta close my heart to it.
Don't be a baby. Don't feel. Only babies feel. When you grow up, you don't feel anymore.
I mean, I'll take that to heart. But yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I'll try to close myself off.
Yeah, and now what I gotta have you do is the only thing I know what to do get rid of a trait, and then draw 3 more, and then I'm going to pick one for you. Okay, take irresponsible and... Oh, shoot. I just did it. You take it.
I will take it.
And then be it. That'll be $600.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I got to pay the bills.
That was like 5 minutes.
I know, but you have no idea what good it's gonna do for me. Before I go, I just want to say that Santa Claus or whatever your name is, you introduced this as you wanted me to bring chaos. Boy, you have no idea what you asked for. Goodbye.
So you play the next scene, sir.
Yeah, I got one.
Got one locked and loaded.
For you right here. All right. So what are you thinking about? I bet you're thinking about.
Oh, so we're guessing what the other person is thinking. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Oh.
Dang, dude.
I was thinking that you were probably interested in like a chicken cacciatore kind of situation, and now you're throwing out this whole other vibe right now, and it's just we can maybe combine the two.
I mean, you used to be so all over me, you know, and I mean, do I just not get you going anymore? Like, you'd rather be thinking about food than
no? I think it's
being intimate.
No. You don't understand. I'm so into you, but I'm also so hungry, and it's just like on any given day, one of those things is gonna win out. There's simply I need more carbs, you know, than you offer. I need the quick energy of carbohydrates.
Never mind. I'll save it for my next session.
Okay.
I just can't right now.
We put a token on what we chose, and we did not match, so no hearts for us. Let's try to get back on the same page, huh? Is that a party over there? A lot of people seem to be having fun over there, and they don't mind random people joining in. Do you think we should crash this party? What are we gonna do? Okay. Oh, come on! I was trying to. You seemed like you were so outgoing, and I was like, I just wanted to do what you wanted to do, and you're not in the mood tonight.
Well, I mean, you just said you'd rather be thinking about food than being with me. So yeah, I'm not feeling it right now.
Fine. Then I played the scene, and it says at the bottom that we do what I chose. So we're going to the party, Sebastian, and you're gonna have fun, Sebastian, and we're gonna get hot dogs, Sebastian.
I do like hot dogs.
In the couples sessions, because remember, he can have private sessions with me, private sessions with Hussain, or couple sessions with both of us. The beginning part is the same, asking questions about the relationship, seeing how things are going. But then the actionable thing that he can do at the end, he can give us as a couple an assignment one time. He can watch closely, which basically means after every 2 scenes and after every therapy session that he does with us, he deafens himself. He can't see the screen, so that when we come into therapy, he is learning about our relationship without knowledge of what just happened. But 2 times after a couples therapy session, he can ignore that rule and just watch and see exactly what happens in therapy. And then the last 2 things that he can have us do are replay a scene or remove a scene that we've played. So he can look at the list of scenes that we've been through and select one and say, okay, I have a sense of what you actually did in this scene. I want to replay it, like kind of in a role play session like you might have in couples therapy, and say, okay, how could we have done this differently? How could we have done this better? Except he controls exactly how we replay it. And so if he wants us to start fighting, he might say, you know what? You were too agreeable when you did this scene the first time. Let's actually have a little bit of conflict here. And we will replay the scene and then process the effects that his replayed version of the scene had. So that might be losing hearts or changing personality dimensions. And then one time he can also have us remove a scene. He can look at the list of scenes that we've played and say, yeah, I think this doesn't really go with the destiny that I'm hoping for. So I am just going to pull this scene out. It didn't happen. You're going to forget about it. And because we're forgetting about it, we lose whatever effects that scene had. If we gained hearts, we lose them. If we lost hearts, we gain them back, and all of that stuff. So it's a very loosey-goosey thing. You'll see, like, I made up these rules, but things may change on the fly here and there for comedy and for chaos. It's meant to be just a silly addition to Fog of Love. So now you know that. Enjoy. Let's get Doctor back in here.
Do you know that he charged me $600?
Hey, if you don't like my prices, find a new one.
He charged me $600 for a 5-minute session.
What? Doctor!
That's what doctors cost.
Oh, by the way, Doctor, I didn't tell you this, but it is true. If you super win the game, which means if you get Hussain to do what you want him to, what you said he was going to do as far as destiny, and you get me to do what you said I wanted to do for my destiny, I will Venmo you $1.
Sweet. You don't have to worry.
Well, Doctor, you have had a session with Hussain, you've had a session with me, so now it's time for a couples session.
Yeah.
So
the reason I'm charging so much is because I'm going to lose my practice after this.
So in this couple session where you can talk to both of us, what do you want to know?
What is going on?
Could you be a little bit more specific, Doc?
Okay, you're right.
Do you mean like?
I just love the. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, are you asking like what's been going on in our relationship lately? Because I could tell you that.
I want you both to tell me one thing you hate about each other.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that's really kind of stuck in my craw. I tried on some of Sebastian's clothes, and what did he say to me? If not, take those clothes off, you look like an idiot. Like, that's effectively what he said. Do you have any counter to that, Sebastian, or were you just being rude?
No, I wasn't being rude. I was being honest. Like, I mean, when we met, you were dressed so terribly. And like, you know, you had nerdy glasses on. It was but you were you know, you were real. You were yourself. And then when you just like decided to abandon that and take my clothes, my expression and my individuality, I just felt that it wasn't you know? And so I had to be honest. If I would have said you look great, it wouldn't have worked.
Did you ever consider that maybe who I was when you met me wasn't the real me, and that me wearing your clothes is the real me? Did you ever think about that for a second? Did you even entertain that as a possibility?
I mean, I guess not, but that's not who I fell in love with. So I don't want that to be the real you.
Well, why don't you tell me and Doctor something that you hate about me? That'll make this whole situation better.
The thing you hate about him most, please.
Oh, the thing that I hate most?
Most?
I didn't say the thing I hated most.
No, I know.
I said a thing that I hated.
Yeah, but let's get spicy. Sebastian, you say now go harder than that and make it worse.
Yeah, I just can't get over this. So we were just talking the other night, and we were both wanted to know what each other we were thinking about. So I was like, "What are you thinking about?" He was like, "What am I thinking about?" And we had to guess what we were thinking about. And well, I was thinking about sex because, you know, I care deeply for Bartholomew.
Just like a man.
I wanted to be affectionate. Yeah, he was thinking about food and not really paying attention to me whatsoever. I guess he was hungry, but it just made me feel like the spark wasn't as alive as it used to be, where we were just like madly in love with each other. So I just despise that he just doesn't think about me like I wish he would.
Okay.
Doc, you got to give us something here. I feel like we're just coming here and you're just kind of stirring things up.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, give us some wisdom.
This game's over. Hold. Give me a second. I think you should care a little bit more about yourselves and less about each other. And that's good to do.
Okay.
Because then you don't get mad when somebody else does a bad thing.
Okay.
Because you only care about you.
So, are you saying that that we should not care about the other person, or just that we should care a little extra than we currently do about ourselves and how we assert ourselves in the relationship?
Care about yourself, and that's it in this world.
I just feel like there's something, I don't know about you, Sebastian, but there's something about that feels a little off to me to say that I shouldn't care about my partner.
Whose name is Doctor?
Your name is Doctor.
Okay.
Is your title Doctor, or is just your name Doctor?
Hey, how about don't worry about it?
Are you Mr. Doctor, or are you Doctor?
I am mind your damn business. How about? What if we tried that?
Mind your damn business, Dr. Esquire.
That's your assignment for the week.
Dr.
Is to
Esquire.
mind your damn business.
I mean, look, Bart. His methods seem a little unorthodox to me, and I do find his language to be a tad strange. But I can't deny his credentials. Like,
Talk to him,
he
Sebastian.
clearly knows what he's doing.
Okay.
Like, he's educated in ways I'm not, so I just have to trust what he's saying.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. I do feel like I should just trust my therapist, so I will. Well. So, Doctor, would you, at the end of this couple session, would you like to have us replay one of our scenes and make new choices based on what you think we should do? Would you like to pay close attention to our next two scenes and not deafen yourself? Would you like to give us as a couple an assignment, or would you like for us to remove one of the scenes that we have already played and remove its effects as well?
Okay, yeah. For the next until the whatever, I would like you to never ever tell the truth.
Okay. Okay. All
So
right.
we have to not tell the truth, like, for the rest
So
of the game.
yeah,
If
no.
you
For the
tell
next
the
two,
truth-
for the next two scenes until we have another session with Doctor.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
All right, Seb. Hit me with a scene.
All right. We want a trip to Italy.
Oh my gosh,
Woo!
is the trip itself a lie?
How much time can we take out of our busy calendars?
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Dude, it's so funny that the first time we lie, we're like right on the same page. Okay.
Look, you're a politician. I'm a journalist. It's in our blood, dude.
It's in our blood. I figured that for a politician, leaving for a month would be very bad. That would be a big problem. Like they
I feel
definitely
like most
can-
jobs that would be a problem too.
Yeah. I feel like leaving your constituents for a full month is not great. But we both get +3 satisfaction because of that. So thank you. Okay, this is gonna be a fun one to lie about, as the two characters that we are. The Pride Parade. Hey, do you think we should attend the Pride Parade this year? What is happening? So we matched, so we both get +2, and we both stick our token on the undisciplined side of things. Wow.
Why would we go there?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Let's do back-to-back couples massages.
So, Doc, what do you want to know? We've been lying for the last week.
Yeah, you like it? Feels good, doesn't it?
Hey, here's the
It feels
thing.
real good.
We have been agreeing more than ever before.
Ooh. Okay.
I feel like I'm truly myself.
Yeah, this has been great.
Shoot.
Like I'm madly in love with Bartholomew.
I know,
Like,
this is the best I've felt about Sebastian in months.
Boy.
Yeah, like if you had to put it on a scale of 1 to 10, it's
Okay,
literally
okay.
10.
All right. Got it.
Like you're a genius.
Dude.
I had my doubts, but color me impressed. You are the doctor after all.
That sucks. Okay.
An unintentionally fantastic therapist.
Dude, this is the worst. Why has that happened? Explain, please.
Well, I don't know about for Sebastian, but for me, just allowing myself to going away from what I would naturally be inclined to do, it's just made me more open to other options, to other ways of living, and to other experiences. And, you know, it turns out that Sebastian's going against his core, it just lined up perfectly. So the other thing that this kind of tells me is maybe our true selves are right in line too. If our deceitful selves agree, maybe the real us agrees too. All right, so then you're gonna pay close attention. So you do not have to deafen as we move into chapter 2. We both choose what would break your heart. Would breaking up break our hearts? That would be A. And if not staying true to yourself would break your heart, you will choose B. And whatever you choose, this is going to have us discard 3 of our starting 7 destinies. So we're going to get closer now to what our end game is here. I know it would break my heart. What about you? Oh, man. Okay.
Wow.
So we don't get any hearts. We don't get any satisfaction. You discard 3 destinies, and you're not allowed to keep honorable exit. I discard 3 destinies. I am not allowed to keep... I may not discard self-realization.
Be honest. Do they fit me?
Okay.
Do you think these pants fit me? And be honest.
Right, yeah, we're no longer being deceitful. All right, let's reveal. Come on, man. I'm trying to
I know they're
compliment-
not perfect. I wouldn't ask you if they were really perfect.
You're
wanted
you're
you
trying to catch
to tell me
me.
the truth.
You're trying to catch me.
No, it's not. It's not a test. I just need to know that you're going to give me real feedback, you know?
Well, I did. I thought they looked great on you, and now we both lose a heart and we do the other thing as well. Come on, I thought they looked great. Have you seen your ass?
I have, but you know, and apple bottoms, they just don't look that great.
And the boots with the fur, too. Oh, my gosh.
Dude, come on.
Okay. All right. Here's something for you, my next scene. I'm talking to your
boy.
parents here. I can't believe you have the nerve to come to our house and say something like that. It's completely uncalled for. And then I turn to Sebastian. And you're just going to stand there watching? So you choose. Are you going to stand with your partner or avoid the conflict and do nothing?
What do you think I would do?
I should hope that you're going to stand by me.
Damn straight.
Hell yeah. So you lose 2 hearts because you did not like being put in that position. And I gain 2 hearts because I like you standing up for me. And then you also get, you lose a little gentleness. Well, Doc, you've watched us closely. Now, are you looking for a personal private session with Seb or with Barty?
Give me the fat man.
Ho, ho, ho. So what do you want to talk about? We can talk maybe more about me as a person and less about the events.
Yeah, how do you feel about being mean?
Listen, I feel like I know who I am.
Is that mean?
I don't know if it's mean. I think it's a little bit more like I'm willing to say what I can to get what I want. You know?
Yeah, roll
and
with it.
If
Love
we
it
would
for you
call
and
that
me.
mean, then sure. Yeah, I think I'm
Yeah.
pretty willing to.
Be in this for numero uno. Say whatever you need to say to get ahead in life. If it's
Okay.
a lie, that's fine. Say just do it. Just make it for you.
Can I ask you a question since I've got you here,
Oh,
Doc,
boy.
and you're
Yeah.
you're the professional?
Oh God, yeah.
What do you think about this relationship so far? Like I've told you kind of a lot about this guy. You've seen us interact with each other. How are you feeling about, like, is this the right guy for me?
What do I do with this question?
I don't know. You're the expert.
Yeah. But you gotta make sure he knows his place. You're the alpha male.
Okay.
So put him in his place, which is the floor.
How do you feel about erotic movies?
I gotta say, nothing wrong with watching a little bit of on the television or computer screen.
I mean, that's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure because
Yeah.
sometimes people can be a little uncomfortable with that.
So you get +1 hearts. Hey, Sebastian, I gotta ask. I know that we've been planning this party, and my ex kind of wants to come, and I think everything's okay with us post the breakup, but do you feel like that's enough for the invitation? So I'm just curious where you come down on this. I'll also tell you where I come down on it because of the game. All right. Wow, look at us. No way, we agree. My ex has nothing to do with this party.
Absolutely not.
We both get +3. And if any of our discarded destinies were love team, we have to discard one of our current destinies and put love team in the mix. It's now you two are gonna talk.
Is he being mean to you?
No, I'd say he's been pretty nice to me. Very, very cool, actually. Like, we both agreed. I mean, I went on my way and took a risk to ask him if we should watch porn together, and he was very accepting, and I appreciated that.
That's garbage. I hate that for me. I think you should think more about yourself. I know I said that already. It just seems like it hasn't happened enough. So stop thinking so much about him and just think about what you want and like, and if he ever asks you questions, answer it in a way that just whatever you think is going to benefit you the most.
Okay. No,
Okay.
I'll give it a go.
Great,
I'll give it
sweet.
a go. Is that an assignment?
Do it, get it done.
Aye, Captain. So
I'm counting on you.
You're asking me to be selfish and what is the specific wording of the assignment?
Every question, everything, answer in a way that, like, whatever is purely for your benefit.
Okay.
How did it go? How'd it go, hun?
It was not what I expected. It was not what I expected at all. It's not that far away.
Oh.
So I got a great job offer in another city. It's not that far away, but so we could possibly see each other like every other week, you know. So how do we handle this?
Okay. What's happened lately?
I mean, yeah, that's what video calls are made for, you know. So I'm glad we both see eye to eye.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
So, if the player chooses A based on the top part, they get +2. But then if you match A or B, the player gets -3. And then the player swaps in Heartbreaker, and then you have to change your occupation as well. And I get -3, and I swap in Honorable Exit if it is not currently in.
Oh yeah. See, I mean, look, I loved being a journalist. It was fantastic. Being at the New York Times, this was a life-changing experience. But along the journey, I got to travel and consult with so many people of so many different backgrounds and cultures and varieties. And after I spoke with the King of Saudi Arabia, I was like, it would be really cool to be a king. And so I'm going to become a royal heir.
How?
You see, that's what I thought when I applied, but like apparently you don't apparently you don't need to really be that qualified to do it, you know?
No.
You just kind of have to exist.
That's so crazy. Wow. Well, congratulations on the job offer. Gotta say, I'm curious what it pays.
Way too much, dude. Way too much. But we're gonna be set for life.
Wow. Well, that is a big change. But I was gonna say this is a bigger change. It's really not at all, actually, now that you're royalty. But this is a change. So what do you think about adopting a lost pet? Look what I found. This adorable thing needs a proper home. I think we should adopt it. And you choose what we do's.
Yeah, I do know an old lady who can take care of strays, so I'm sure she'll be cool with it. Taking the dog.
Okay. All right. That's
I mean,
that's
like,
fair.
And look, I know you wanted the I don't know, like it would have been great to take care of it, but I literally just changed jobs and became like the heir to.
Yeah.
Where? I guess I have to come up with that.
Where?
The heir to Philadelphia.
Wow.
After Will Smith finally kicks the bucket.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. You're the new Fresh Prince. All right, Doc. You have gone through another round, so you have your options open. Private session with Sebastian, with me, or a couples counseling.
Let's get all together here.
Well, Sebastian, do you want to tell him?
About
the big news. Yeah, we're
recent-
doing a couples counseling session here.
I mean, yeah, so I applied and it was kind of like a joke, but I didn't think I was really going to get it. But lo and behold, I went through the whole interview process, and I kind of changed jobs, and I went from being a journalist to the heir to Philadelphia, dubbed the next Fresh Prince.
And you're also more than welcome to ask us any questions you'd like about the relationship.
No. I have
That's garbage.
Did you not hear what I just told you? I told you I'm like a royal heir.
Yeah, congrats.
You don't want to hear anything more about that?
Congrats. I know that it's good for me, so that's good for you.
Doc!
Well, I'm in this business for one man only, and that's Doctor.
I feel like normally a therapist would be like, if it's good for you, it's good for me. But no, it's the opposite. It's like, if it's good for me.
We call that a happy accident.
Well, at least I can finally afford your therapy sessions now. Like, I have a limitless supply of wealth.
Yeah.
Oh, so did somebody say upcharge? Thank you. I'm just gonna have to pay close attention.
Okay. All right. Well then, Hussain, the next scene is to you, and the doctor will be watching us closely.
We've entered a situation.
Okay, so on their next turn, so right now, I play a card from my hand on your behalf. It will be resolved as if the player of this particular event, so Sebastian, had played it. On player's next turn, they will play a card on behalf of their partner. Okay, gotcha. So I'm playing a card right now, but you're the player of it, and then you play your next card and I'm the player of it, basically. It switches us around. Okay, yeah, that's fun, because this means that I get to do this then. So you are asking me, what's the stupidest thing that you've ever done in front of a crowd? So I choose one of these possibilities. So listen, have I ever done anything stupid in front of a crowd before? The answer is yes, but there was a tree on campus that it was like pretty popular to go climb that tree. And so the thing that you would do is you would climb the tree and then you would jump off of it over a fence and into a river that was just beyond. And here's what I did. I jumped off the tree and I hit the fence and I lost my right foot. And this is something that hasn't come up to this point yet, but it is true. I only have a left foot and my right foot is gone due to fence. I was wearing 3 socks on one foot and none on the other.
Is that why you've only ever wanted to have sex in the dark? So I wouldn't know.
No, that is completely unrelated. There is no connection between the foot and my intimate habits. That's really because I'm a little bit embarrassed about how poorly dressed I always am.
Oh, I can't believe I'm just finding this out now.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm surprised I was able to keep it a secret for so long. I figure since you just opened up to me about how you're now the heir of Philadelphia, it was about time that I opened up to you about my foot fence incident. And that is going to do it for Fog of Love Part 1. Part 2 is in the works, and it's only going to be 2 parts, so there's only 1 part left. And it's going to be amazing, and you're going to love it. You're going to laugh, you're going to tell your friends, everyone's going to have a grand old time. So stay tuned for that. I will see you next week, Wednesday for sure. I don't know when Fog of Love Part 2 is going to go up, but it'll be soon. Don't you even worry. And that's all for me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the things, please. I'm begging you. Oh my goodness, that would be so nice. Thank you. Bye!